When I was a little kid, my mom would take my sister and I to go to the thrift stores and start making our Halloween costumes. When I was a kid, I was annoyed and almost disgusted by thrift stores because I thought that was the poor store and we were too poor to buy real costumes from Party City. What I didn't know is that eventually I would love thrifting and become a thrifting addict. Another thing that I learned was that I was actually helping the environment by going to thrift stores instead of using conventional clothing stores. Today I will be telling you about how fast fashion is one of the highest contributing polluters on Earth. This speech is significant because we all live on Earth and we should all be doing our part to make sure that Earth continues to be habitable and healthy. According to earth.org, a website on environmental news and more, August 2nd, 2022 states, of the 100 billion garments produced in a year, 92 million tons ends up in landfills all over the world. I will be going over the background, problems, and solutions of fast fashion. First, I will be going over the history of fast fashion by discussing what it is and how it works. The term fast fashion refers to a constantly evolving production system that has been gaining popularity since the 19th century. I remember hearing this term and being confused because I didn't think that fashion was fast, but I wasn't thinking about all of the clothes that come in through Target and Walmart and Zara. I was thinking of like New York Fashion Week, and when I realized that's what they were talking about, I realized how fast it actually was. Fashionista, a fashion news site, October 17th, 2018, says, as technology evolved for faster production of clothing, brands had to find ways to keep up with the high demand of affordable clothing. In modern day, fast fashion brands plan to produce approximately 52 micro seasons a year, or one collection a week. When I found this out, it blew my mind. I couldn't even imagine making one piece of real clothing in a week, let alone an entire collection every single week. According to The Good Trade, an independent lifestyle media website, shares brands have figured out how to replicate streetwear and fashion week trends as they appear in real time, meaning these companies can create new or more desirable styles weekly and possibly daily. Now that I've gone over the background, next I'll be talking about the problems. Second, I will go over the issues by discussing the environmental consequences as well as the poor working conditions. One of the biggest environmental consequences that comes with fast fashion is the excess water usage. To me, it's scary how much water fast fashion requires just because water is important to everyone that lives on Earth and it is a limited resource. According to Princeton University, an environmental website run by Princeton University students, July 20th, 2022, states it takes 10,000 liters of water per 1 kilogram, or around 2 pounds of cotton, or about 3,000 liters to create one cotton shirt. The working conditions for garment workers can be easily boiled down to modern slavery. I have very passionate opinions about poor working conditions in general, but specifically for garment workers, since there are very few regulations and a lot of the working conditions are inhumane. According to Sustainer Style, an informative website on fashion, last updated in 2022, states that garment workers are often forced to work 14 to 16-hour days, 7 days a week, which is 105 hours in a work week. Now that I've gone over the problems, next I will be going over the solutions. Lastly, I will go over some ways to fix or help the problems by discussing thrifting and how to get the most out of your clothing. Thrifting is the most popular and easiest solution or alternative to buying clothes from fast fashion markets. Like I shared, I am addicted to thrifting and I will never stop. According to the Register, the Omaha Central High School website, December 17th of 2021, shares that thrifting decreases consumers' carbon footprint by giving clothing another chance, making thrifting economically friendly. Another way to reduce your carbon footprint and avoiding fast fashion is repairing your clothes. I have yet to deep dive on extensive clothing repair, but I have picked up a needle and sewn a couple holes together myself. According to Shrink That Footprint, a research website, July 16th, 2023, states that people have been repairing clothes for years, but it's only in modern years that this has fallen out of habit, and shares different ways of repairing clothes. Today, I went over fast fashion by discussing the background, the problems, and some solutions. Thrifting addictions like mine can be dangerous, especially for your wallet, but at least for helping the earth. It is extremely important that we take care of our earth and other humans, so please consider thrifting, repairing clothes, or other ways that you can revolt against fast fashion and make sure this place is a better place to live. Don't buy from Shein.